Hazel, got a minute? I'm at the hospital, and Dad's condition has gotten much worse. The doctor says he might not have much time left. Can you come to the hospital as soon as possible?
I'm really busy today.
Busy? You're not even working.
Just because I'm not working doesn't mean I don't have things to do.
Besides, critical condition? That's so dramatic. It's Dad we're talking about. He'll bounce back like always. But this time, it really does seem serious. I'm here every day, so I can tell he's getting weaker.
You just worry too much, don't you? I'm busy, so I'm leaving this to you.
He's our only father. Why won't you come?
As the eldest daughter, it's your job to take care of him.
Mom hardly ever visits either. Everyone's so cold.
Everyone's busy. What do you expect? Do you even understand your position? You're adopted. Dad raised you despite not being blood related. The least you can do is take care of him properly as a way to repay him.
But I'm the one juggling work and taking care of Dad alone. Even today, I'm using my lunch break to be at the hospital. The least you could do is visit him.
No way. Not today. I'll come running if things get really bad.
Fine, whatever.
Sis, I just saw you at the funeral home. What are you doing here?
What do you mean? It's my father's funeral. Of course I'm here.
I didn't invite you to Dad's funeral.
What?
You were so shameless yesterday at the wake, acting like family. It's embarrassing to have you around.
Acting like family? I am Dad's daughter. It's natural I'd want to properly say goodbye.
Family? You're not even blood related.
Huh?
You seem confused. Did you know how inappropriate it is for an adoptee to sit in the family section?
But I've been by Dad's side, caring for him nonstop since he fell ill. I have every right to be at his funeral. That is so unfair.
Of course you took care of him. You're adopted and owe him big time. But there are lots of relatives and Dad's business associates here. It's embarrassing to have you, an adopted kid, sitting front. I call you sis for convenience, but that's just formality. Truth is, I've always called you that piece of shit in my mind. Funny, right?
That's too cruel.
Well, your very existence irritates me. But I'm the heiress of a corporate dynasty, so I can't use such language. So honestly, I call you sis as a sort of penalty game. You should be grateful.
Hazel.
Don't strut around at Dad's funeral like you're his daughter. Dad had a soft spot for you, but I, his true blood daughter, won't be. Adopted kids are just outsiders in the end. Get it?
Even if you say that, Dad raised me and treated me as his own child. I don't think I am an outsider.
Just get out of this funeral home. You're making me sick. Dad can't rest in peace with a stranger like you around.
But
your very presence here is a mistake. So disappear. Don't cause our family any more trouble.
But you know what, Hazel? You thought of me like a real daughter. That much I know for sure.
That's just you taking advantage of Dad's kindness. You're not family, not anything. Now that you understand, disappear from our sight right now. Don't force me to kick you out.
Layla, this is unbelievable. Are you hurt?
Oh, Paul, I'm fine. I just need to change.
Someone saw Hazel dump a bucket of water on you and told me right away. I can't believe this happened. Where are you now?
I'm at the rental clothing store partnered with a funeral home. It's just around the corner.
Good. They'll lend you a black dress? You can't attend the funeral soaking wet. I wonder what on earth Hazel was thinking.
I almost had a heart attack. The funeral director saw her douse me and brought me here immediately. I'm glad I'm not her.
I'm relieved you're safe. But that was truly awful.
She came out of nowhere with a bucket and just threw water on me. I was so shocked by the cold, I couldn't move.
She dumped it on your head, right?
Yes, so my makeup's ruined too. Oh, and I'm thinking of borrowing a wig and glasses.
Wig and glasses? Why?
I thought I'd disguise myself a bit and sit quietly at the edge of the family section.
What's that about? You have every right to be there proudly. What are you saying?
But I'm scared Hazel might do something else.
I'll stick by your side the whole time. Even Hazel won't try anything with me there.
Oh, but...
Don't worry. I'm your fiancé. I've been approved to sit in the family section, so there's no issue. You can sit there proudly, too.
I just hope she doesn't pull anything else.
I told you not to worry. I'll keep an eye on her. Besides, with so many people around, even she'll have to behave. So go back to the funeral home without worry and properly say goodbye to your father. You have that right.
Paul, thank you so much. It's really reassuring to know you're here.
It's a man's duty to protect his fiancée. I'll be waiting for you to change and come back.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll wait for you.
Hey. What was that yesterday?
Oh? What's wrong?
I dumped water on you so you couldn't attend the funeral. But you changed and waltzed right back in. And sat boldly in the family section.
Thanks to Paul, I was able to properly say goodbye to Dad.
Why was Paul glued to your side the whole time? Him sitting in the family section is weird.
Because he is my fiancé. He had everyone's approval to sit there.
You seem confused. He should really be my fiancé, you know? Get it?
Why?
Because whoever marries Dad's only daughter, me, becomes the successor to his company. Mom says so. Besides, he's too good for an adopted outsider like you.
Wait, are you saying Paul is set to be the next CEO?
Obviously. Isn't he the most talented at Dad's company?
Well...
Something went wrong and you got engaged to him. Actually, it should have been me. It's a good opportunity, so hand him over.
I think you're misunderstanding something. The CEO position and our engagement are totally unrelated.
Shut up. Oh yeah, Mom has a message for you. And I quote, "Don't think you, a stranger, have the right to inherit."
Does that mean I should renounce it?
Exactly. I agree.
I don't think this is the right time to discuss this right after the funeral.
Why not? Inheritance is important.
The lawyer hasn't revealed the will yet. We should check its contents first. That response won't cut it. They're having meetings about the next CEO considering Dad's wishes. You shouldn't say or do anything now.
I don't get all that complex stuff, but I'm taking Paul. He's perfect for CEO, and marrying me will make everything work out.
No, see?
With a CEO position at stake, he will definitely choose me, the real heiress, over an outsider like you. Our marriage makes total sense. You're adopted. You're an outsider, so you have no right to the inheritance. And I'm taking Paul too.
You're right. We are strangers.
You got it. Sis, you're totally screwed. Serves you right. Now that Dad's gone, I'm cutting ties with you.
Well, I don't mind cutting ties with you, but Paul isn't going to be the next CEO.
Huh?
Why do you think he would be? It's been settled since Dad was alive that he won't be the next CEO.
What? What are you saying?
He's not in that position.
I don't get it. Whatever. Paul and I getting engaged is something Mom and I decided. See ya. Hey, Paul, do you have a moment?
Hazel? What's up?
Looks like you were sitting next to my sister at Dad's funeral yesterday. But from now on, you'll be by my side, okay?
Huh?
From today, I'm your fiancé, so please take care of me.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm saying as of today, we're engaged. Aren't you happy? I'm Dad's true daughter, a real corporate heiress.
My fiancée is your sister Layla.
Oh, that's not going to happen. It's been decided, so don't worry about it.
What do you mean?
Sorry it's a bit confusing, but it seems Dad made some mistakes. You were actually supposed to be engaged to me, the real corporate heiress. So let's correct this here. Let's get engaged.
That reason has absolutely nothing to do with my marriage. Besides, I'm marrying Layla because I love her.
But, Dad's huge inheritance is coming in soon. Plus, if you don't marry me, the CEO position...
I don't understand what you mean.
Huh? Why are you saying that? Everything would work out if you married me.
No matter what you say, my fiancée is Layla. I love her, and I have no intention of marrying anyone else.
Huh?
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait. Hey, sis. This doesn't make sense. Wasn't Paul supposed to be the next CEO? This is totally different.
Hazel, calm down a bit.
How can I calm down? Why are you becoming CEO? This is absolutely ridiculous. What kind of dirty tricks did you use?
You've got it all wrong. Can you cool down and listen?
Huh? What am I misconceiving? How can you become CEO? You're adopted.
I want to clear things up. Can I explain properly?
Try if you can, but I'll never accept it.
Okay, first, let's talk about why I was adopted into this family.
Because Mom and Dad couldn't have kids, right? After they adopted you, I was born miraculously. That's how it all started, right?
The part about struggling to have kids is right, but the rest isn't.
Huh?
I'm not sure how much you know, but I'm actually Dad's niece by blood.
What? Niece? I've never heard that.
I'm the daughter of Dad's older sister. That sister and her husband, my real parents, died suddenly in an accident. So Dad took me in and adopted me. That's what I've been told. I was surprised at first, too.
No way. I never knew any of that happened.
Now, about the next CEO. Dad's company is run on pure meritocracy. Me becoming the next CEO after being blood related to the previous one is just a coincidence. My name was among the CEO candidates. And thankfully, my daily efforts were recognized.
What? No way! Then what about Paul? What about him? Wasn't he a CEO candidate too?
I've been dating him since college and thought it was about time to get married, so we got engaged. Our marriage has nothing to do with the company.
A lie! I can't believe it. But I've heard he's great at his job. At least wasn't he one of the CEO candidates?
I need to correct that misconception too. He isn't even our employee, so there's no way he could be a CEO candidate. He works at a different company.
No way!
Well, that's it. I've got a lot to learn before taking over as CEO, so I'm quite busy. See you.
No, wait! This is also different from what I thought. Why? Sis, I absolutely cannot accept that will. Maybe it's a fake will. There's no way Dad wrote that, right?
Unfortunately, it's real.
I can't believe it. Only you can inherit Dad's estate? Why do Mom and I only get the statutory portion?
It's as stated in the will. It reflects Dad's wishes.
And to think even the house we've been living in, under Dad's name, becomes yours?
Hazel, on paper you're Dad's child. But the truth is, you're a daughter born from Mom's affair, with absolutely no blood relation to Dad. I was shocked to learn this from the will too. Apparently there's solid proof that you're not his child. I'm surprised Dad gathered that evidence.
No! How could this be? I believed I was Dad's real child.
Dad must have had a lot of complicated feelings and inner conflicts. If he wanted, he could have divorced Mom for adultery. He might even have abandoned you.
Don't say such cruel things.
That's not the only reason Dad didn't leave you an inheritance.
Huh?
Dad knew that you and Mom were being mean to me.
What? He knew? I thought Dad was too busy with work to pay attention to us.
Also, Mom's cheating habit never stopped. That's another factor. Dad warned her many times, but she didn't listen. I think that painful struggle led to his decision in the will. Try to understand how much Dad was suffering. So, I'll follow Dad's will. I think this is the best way.
No, this can't be. Pa, please, help me.
What's this all of a sudden?
Marry me.
Excuse me?
Come on, it's a good idea, right?
No, I told you the other day, didn't I? I have no intention of marrying anyone but Layla.
But I've had such a tragic life.
Oh, you mean finding out you're the child of the man your mom cheated with? That must be really tough.
It is. I never wanted this, but I was forced into this situation against my will. Yeah, it's a real tragedy. Plus, because of my sister, I can't get the inheritance. It's all because she's in the way.
She has nothing to do with this. She hasn't done anything wrong.
But if she weren't around, I'd be the only real daughter, at least on paper. As a legal heir, Mom and I would have gotten the inheritance. With that inheritance, our lives would have been so much easier.
Have you realized how awful the things you're saying are?
Huh? What do you mean?
Sure, inheritance has deadlines, and it needs to be handled systematically, but someone just passed away. While everyone's praying for the deceased soul, each with their own thoughts, To see the wife and daughter in the midst of it all, buzzing about inheritance, it's just utterly uncomfortable.
Pa, I didn't mean...
You want to say you didn't mean it that way, but you're basically calling yourself classless, which makes it even worse.
Pa!
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Please, listen to me. We're really in trouble.
There's nothing more to discuss. Goodbye.
My sister and mother, who were counting on Dad's inheritance, were pretty shaken when they learned they'd only get the statutory portion. Apparently, they'd been spending lavishly, buying up designer brands without even working, and had zero savings. Since I inherited the house they were living in, their pride took a hit, and they packed up and left. I thought they'd be fine since they still got a good chunk of change, but turns out they were both deep in debt. The entire statutory portion vanished into debt repayment. Now they're just scraping by with live-in jobs they finally found. As for me, I'm swamped with the unfamiliar role of CEO. But I'm really grateful to have my husband, Paul. He's sharing the household duties and giving me emotional support. Going forward, we want to work together as a couple and build a happy home.